This is Craig Haugard with your Financial Issues Ag Update. Well, corn prices were higher yesterday as they were supported by the announcement of a corn sale to Mexico, as well as position squaring ahead of today's USDA report. The weekly ethanol production report showed a week-over-week increase of 17,000 barrels per day. Stocks are now running 1.2% above last year's numbers, while market year-to-date production is averaging 6.6% lower than we had for a year ago. The soybean market was higher as we saw short covering ahead of today's USDA report. Today's report is expected to give us tighter U.S. and world stocks. Now, yesterday's gains were somewhat limited by improved weather conditions in South America. Here on the domestic front, we're seeing crush margins come down a bit from where they have been, but they still remain extremely profitable. So crush demand here domestically should remain very strong moving forward. The other item of interest is that of who owns the beans here in the United States. In the past, farmers would have sold somewhere between 55 and 60% of their beans at this point in the year. But this year, with the higher prices, it appears that the farmers have sold roughly 80% of the bean crop thus far. So a much larger than normal percentage is in the hands of either the processors or the elevator system. On wheat, once we saw the Chicago March futures bounce off the 100-day moving average, we saw traders pile into the wheat markets yesterday with a round of technical buying that pushed all three wheat exchanges to nicely higher closes for the day. Cotton futures crept a bit closer to their life of contract high, with the March futures ending the session yesterday 107 points higher, settling at 73.05. Livestock futures had a mixed session. February live cattle ended the day 20 cents higher, while January feeder cattle were down 55 cents at the close. Lean hog futures were a bit stronger as well, with the February futures 67.5 cents higher for the day. Class 3 milk futures continued to flounder, with the December futures 3 points lower as they settled at 15.52. And meat cutout values continue to plummet. Choice box beef was $6.76 lower yesterday, closing at $218.26. Select boxes were down $3.77 as they settled at $201.65. Pork carcass cutout values also slipped a bit, ending the day 52 points lower as they settled at $77.60 per hundredweight. This has been Craig Haugard with your Financial Issues Ag Update. We'll be right back with more financial issues after this.